Hello, this is David with entry number 1068, 67. I'm here in the apartment on a very cold and rainy night. The weather's been pretty crappy for the last 7 or 8 hours. I came home, I did some walking, got my lunch out, and I came home around 2:30, and it just started raining around 3 and just didn't really stop ever. So the weather's just been pretty crappy, but yeah, it's been a decent day. So basically, my winter plans have kind of evaporated in front of me. Um, and I wanted to talk kind of delicately about it because it's it's not that I'm angry, you know. I think I stopped pretty much getting really honestly angry over things a while ago. It's just frustrating, and it has a lot to do with levels of maturity, and it's a problem that's plagued me for probably my whole life. Uh, Not my whole life, but at least the better part of my adult life, and that's this disconnect this disconnect I have between people my own age and myself, in the sense that I like to plan, and when I make plans, I don't break them. So if I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm usually there 15 minutes early. Now, I've talked a long time ago about how I was sick of waiting, and I am still very sick of waiting. Being someone who plans a lot, you often are forced to wait a lot, and it's just kind of something you have to get used to. But it's a terrible thing, because it's a literal, and no other way to put it, it's just a huge waste of time to wait for other people. But if you want to be, punctual, it's kind of part of the package, unfortunately. And I don't want to stray too much from the topic, but I'm someone who makes a plan and keeps to it. I don't break them. I don't break my plans. I keep them. And if I make a plan, I expect it to be followed through. And people my age are just not like that. They just fail to have the same amount of integrity that I do. And there's no way you can really talk about this subject, especially when it comes to differences between your individual self and others, where you don't seem like an egotistical bastard. And that's just a fact. You use I a lot, and when you do that, it offends people on a very on a very real level. And I'm just different, and it's just how it is. It's been like that for pretty much since I can remember. If I make a plan, I keep to it. Um, I'm calculated. I don't like to I don't like to do things spur of the moment. And when I do, a lot of times I regret doing them. And a lot of people say live with no regret, but and I'm fine with this, but when I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to have a lot of regrets. And that's just something I've accepted. And it's just the way I like to live my life, is to err on the side of caution. And to be honest, in the last 5 or 6 years, I've become a lot better at saying yes to things. But my natural state is saying no, and and that's just how it is. This month I wanted to do a nice, like kind of a not a luxurious, but a nice longish 4 or 5 day, 3 or 4, like really full day thing, and now that's gone, and it's because I've hamstrung myself because I don't rent the car. And basically, I can't really go anywhere if I don't have a driving companion. And that's just how it is. And the person I was counting on flaked and has decided to not, you know, be a reliable individual. And it's just something I have to live with now. So this vacation, this winter vacation, is pretty much a wash. I might get 1 or 2 days out, but that's just how it is. That's just how it's gonna be. I don't like it, but I'm just gonna have to live with it. And that's part of being an adult, and part of being kind of a mature individual is, being mad in the moment, or being upset or frustrated in the moment, but realizing that this too shall pass. And although it's an uncomfortable and upsetting feeling, it's not going to be forever. And the upside, I guess, is that I'll have some extra pocket money for the next upcoming month, and I can be a little more loose with my spending. I was looking at some jeans, so maybe I'll get some nice Japanese denim, as they're very famous for it here. But it's a shame, and I'm upset in the moment. It's not something I'm happy about, but it's something that I can live with, because I can see in the long run it's not that big of a deal. It's just this time. So anyway, that's it for today. I'm actually recording this Sunday, so this is gonna go up tomorrow morning whenever I remember to post it. So yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. And I can ruminate if I want to, but it's not really gonna do any good. So I'm just gonna see past it. I'm gonna have as much fun as I can when we do get to go on a little road trip, but it's definitely not gonna be what I wanted. So there's that. But anyway, it's all good. I'm upset now, but by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, I'll probably be just fine. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you later. Bye.